Hi, welcome back to my channel as we explore the orphaned Sumerian civilization. This is part 5 of our journey in finding the answer into one of the most intriguing questions in ancient history. Was Sumerian truly a language isolate? Or have we overlooked its deep connection to Tamil? Before we continue, let's recap what we have seen so far. I have shown what Edwin Norris and H.R. Hall have said about Sumerian possible link to Tamil. But for decades, their ideas remained untouched and buried under the debris of unobjective and Eurocentric scholarship. Sumerian was left isolated both linguistically and academically. Even though these two researchers have postulated that Sumerian might be linked to Tamil, there was no further research in this direction. But the fascination of this Sumerian civilization continued, particularly in the Western world. After H.R. Hall, it will take another half a century for another researcher to study the Sumerian-Tamil link. What's fascinating is, this researcher is of Tamil ethnicity, with an in-depth knowledge of Tamil language, Tamil being his mother tongue. The researcher is none other than Professor Sathasivam Arumugam, a Tamil scholar from Sri Lanka, and he is the first to scientifically research the Sumerian-Tamil connection. Born in 1926, Professor Sathasivam had his early education in Sri Lanka and got his first degree from the University of Ceylon, Peradeniya, in 1948. He did his master's in the same university in 1954. He then furthered his PhD in modern linguistics in 1954 at the Oxford University in United Kingdom, under the supervision of the renowned Dravidian linguist, Professor Thomas Burrow. Upon completion of his PhD, he came back to Sri Lanka and was appointed as the head of the Department of Tamil in 1965 in University of Ceylon. In 1970, he was appointed as a professor of Tamil at the same university. For the past 15 years of my own research on Sumerian-Tamil link, whenever I say that Sumerian is Tamil, I am always criticized that neither myself nor Alaganar and Dr. Sivakumar are qualified linguists to make such a claim. So for those criticisms, please take note that Professor Sathasivam is a qualified linguist, and he is the first to scientifically study Sumerian-Tamil link. Now, let's see how Professor Sathasivam got involved in Sumerian research. This information is from his wife, Mrs. Sathasivam, whom I still keep in touch with. In the years 1964 and 1965, as a visiting professor at the University of Pennsylvania, he was going through the Sumerian cuneiform scripts and their transliteration that was kept in this university. Being a native Tamil, he found the transliterated Sumerian strikingly Tamil in nature. This triggered his interest, and for the next quarter of the century, he got deeply involved in researching Sumerian and Tamil. He continued this research during his attachment at the University of California. Professor Sathasivam has written 5 papers in English on this subject, 4 of which have been published in the book. Proto-Sumero-Dravidian, the common origin of Sumerian and Dravidian languages, the other paper. A very interesting one. I will do a separate video. In this book, Professor Sathasivam presents a rigorous linguistic analysis. He identifies shared grammatical structures, agglutinative morphology, and phonetic parallels, arguing for a common linguistic ancestry. This is not speculation. This is scientific linguistics, conducted by a formally trained scholar whose mother tongue was Tamil. So why has this research been ignored? Perhaps because it challenges the dominant narrative. Perhaps because it disrupts Eurocentric models of history. Or perhaps because it asks us to see Tamil not as a regional language but as a key to decoding one of the world's oldest civilizations. Professor Sathasivam's work is a wake-up call. It invites us to re-examine our assumptions, to question the silence around this connection, and to recognize that the roots of Sumerian may not lie in mystery, but in the living language of Tamil. Tell me what you think about Sumerian-Tamil link, objectively. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Let the world see that the long-held narrative of Eurocentric of Sumerian being isolate is a belief rather than truth. Thank you for watching. Join me in my channel where I share more in-depth knowledge about Tamil in all its profundity thanks to my teachers, Alaganar and Sivakumar Krishnan. Let the seeking of truth resonate in our souls. Signing off for now, I am Arawalagan Marapan.